Hello dear boys, Ma'am Agnes welcomes you to yet another video session with a new topic of English language, subject and predicate. Every sentence is made of two parts. The first part, we name some person or thing. The second part, something is said about that person or thing. I repeat, every sentence is made of two parts. In the first part, we name some person or thing. In the second part, something is said about that person or thing. Hence, the part which names the person or thing we are speaking about is called the subject of the sentence. For example, the cat is sleeping in the sun. The subject here is the cat. In this particular sentence, we are talking about the cat and hence it becomes the subject. Predicate tells us what the subject is doing or what the subject is. Sleeping in the sun. In the sentence, the cat is the subject and sleeping in the sun becomes the predicate. So, we must remember the noun or the pronoun part of the sentence is the subject. Again, I am repeating, we must remember that the noun or the pronoun part of the sentence is the subject, while the verb-based part of the subject, that is performing something, is the predicate. Again, I repeat, the verb-based part that the subject performs is the predicate. Sleeping in the sun. The cat is performing something. It is doing something. So, sleeping in the sun means the action that is done by the cat, sleeping in the sun, the entire thing becomes the predicate. Few more examples. Abdul is a kind man. Abdul is the name of a person, is the subject, is a kind man is the predicate. You must remember the predicate part begins with the verb. The young girl was sitting near the table. The young girl is the subject. Sitting was sitting near the table becomes the predicate. In the third example, Manish and Moinak are good friends. Here we have two subjects, Manish and Moinak, and something more is said about these two boys, that they are good friends. Predicate, I told you earlier, tells more about the subject and it also begins with the verb, and the verb part of the sentence actually starts with that we start the predicate. Manish and Moinak is the subject, are good friends becomes the predicate. However, we have to remember a few things. In interrogative sentences, the subject usually comes after the predicate. For example, can he help you? It is a question or an interrogative sentence. Now, how can you separate the subject from a question sentence? Yes, you can do it. You just have to change it into a statement sentence. He can help you. So here, he becomes the subject, can help you becomes the predicate. In the second one, are you blind? You can again change the same question sentence into a statement sentence. You are blind. You becomes the subject, are blind, it becomes the predicate. For such sentences, we must remember to change the question into a statement. I hope you understood so far. Now, one more changes we have to remember is in the imperative sentences, where the subject is generally omitted, means it is not there. It is not even mentioned in the sentence. In such cases, the subject will always be you. For example, help me please. There is no subject here. So, you, the subject you is already implied. You, help me please. Thank him. Here also, you just have to add you. You thank him. So, we can separate. So in this case, you becomes the subject, thank him becomes the predicate. Don't be afraid. Again, another imperative sentence where the subject is you and don't be afraid becomes the predicate. In exclamations, the subject is often placed after the predicate. For example, what a nice person you are. We know all exclamatory sentences, they end with a verb and the exclamation mark. Now, you cannot put the predicate, you just cannot say are is the predicate. No, here we have to convert or change the sentence into a statement. You are a nice person. So, you becomes the subject, are a nice person becomes the predicate. Also remember, in some sentences, the subject may be consisting of more than one word. For example, Ranjit Singh, the king of Punjab was a brave man. So, who was the brave man here? Ranjit Singh, the king of Punjab. So, in the entire thing, Ranjit Singh, the king of Punjab becomes the subject, was a brave man becomes the predicate. In the second example, the man, driving the red sumo, is my father. Who is my father? The man driving the red sumo. So the entire sentence here, the man, it is a longer version of the predicate. The man driving the red sumo becomes the subject and is my father becomes the predicate. I hope I was able to explain to you and I hope you have understood the explanation, and in the next for your worksheet, I have given you a few exercises which you are going to solve. But before that, definitely please go through this video for your understanding so that you are able to solve the worksheet which you will be getting for your summer vacation. Thank you and God bless you.